Hello everyone, right, finally cleared a bit of space on this bench so I can do a bit of sit down work, and just thought I'd show you some of the parts I've got so far that I'm going to try and install into my A959. You probably saw the wheels in my last video, turn it around the car park. As I said, I'm not sure if it was the loose rubbish that was on the ground, stopping it from getting decent grip. It was just all over the place. It was well oversteery. So I'm not sure if these were better actually. I think these would actually be pretty good if I actually put some foam in them. There's no foam in it that I can tell, but I think they'd be pretty good. I mean, I think obviously they're going to be better off-road than these, but anyway. So yeah, I've got a load of parts now, and I might put these back on for a bit of off-road action that I might do next. And the battery I need to sort out, because if I'm going to go brushless, I'm going to run a bit more power and I'll be able to run a 3 cell. And the standard battery that comes with it, the 1100 milliamp one, it's tiny. I mean, I showed you the. I mean, that is supposed to be a 1100 milliamp 2 cell. You can see there is 2 cells there, and this is a 500 milliamp 3 cell, and it's actually longer. And if anything, it's not that much difference in width. You know, so there isn't that much difference there. I mean, and that's a 3 cell, so it will have smaller cells in it, but still, how is that 1100 milliamp when you consider what have I got here? Look. Did I grab a 2 cell? I didn't grab a 2 cell. Let me just grab a 2 cell. Battery drawers over here. There we go. Now this is a zippy compact, so these are actually small for what they are compared to other ones, only by a little bit. And that's a 1000 milliamp 2 cell, and that's supposed to be, the Wheel Toys one's supposed to be 1100. Not sure about that. And when you saw my video when I was running the 500 milliamp 3 cell, it lasted a hell of a lot longer than I thought it was going to actually, for a run time. So it makes me wonder if these are actually 1100 milliamp, but if so, they've done some pretty good battery engineering with those. But yeah, let me just show you the parts quick. I've got an adjustable motor mount if I need it. Yeah, and I did fit the wheels on. I just put the 12mm hex on, and I didn't bother putting the adapters on. I just whacked them on just to see if it would work, and it means I can change the other wheels off and on pretty quick. So I got the adapters so I can fit those wheels if I want. I got upgraded metal gears, the spur gear and pinion gear. It's only a 17 tooth one. It's so it's not up geared as such. And basically that one is the reduction gear, but that one is the standard size gear, because I didn't want to up gear it too much, to be honest. Not for my mess about one. I will do on my high speed version, which I hopefully will get at some point and work out. Ordered this motor package. I was just going to get an ESC, but it wasn't very much, to be honest, for getting the motor and ESC together. So I've got the motor as well. I might run a different motor. Where are we? It's over here. Recently acquired some old stuff off my cousin, and he had one of these motors, which is the same as what's in my Trooper Pro. It's a 2800mm in runner, not a 36. So I don't know which motor to go with, whether this one be too fast or whether that one would be fast enough, I don't know. But they're both the same size, and I think that might be a 2847 and that's a 2845. Same shaft size, that shaft's slightly longer, but this is a 3600 kV motor, and this one is a 3900 kV motor. So it's not that much difference, to be honest. Depends what I want to do. I mean, that might be better in plane because it's, you know, it's open, so rubbish can get in there. Whereas this one's sealed, so that would be better for a car. ESC was a tiny little thing, 35 amp. It's just a 35 amp. I thought that would be alright. See how we go. If not, I might have to upgrade to, I don't know, 45 or something. I'm not going crazy high with this one. I could put a 60 amp in it, but I thought that was nice and tiny. I'm trying to try and keep this light. So I want it to be fast, but light, so usable. And so that's why I went with a 28mm motor instead of the massive, the B version with a 36mm motor. So that's basically it. That's the parts I've got so far. Yeah, I will upgrade some other parts. These are all loose and that's terrible. I think the nuts actually come undone on that one. That's what that one's so loose. Aluminium parts, don't know. I'm going to try and make my own tie rod bits that will be adjustable. I've got some parts on order, just the little linkages, and then I've got loads of the screw bits to go in between, screw threads, and so I can make all those myself. It should work out cheaper and it'll be all adjustable, and it won't be heavy aluminium. It'll be nice light plastic and still do the job, but lighter. So yeah, so if I'm going to get this ESC in there, hopefully it will, I can cut this out and hopefully modify it so I can still use the strap this end and just basically try and do something over here that the strap will locate onto, and then I'll be able to fit a bigger battery in and maybe even still get the ESC in there. I don't know how much. Here's a 13, what's that, 13 3-cell. So that's a 13 3-cell. There's the ESC. Oh, I don't know, might be a bit tight, a bit close fit really. See how it goes, but I've got loads of different batteries to try here. Alright, so I've got 1000 milliamp 2 cells, got 1300 milliamp 2 cells, 1000 milliamp 3 cells. I've got loads of them. I've got a drawer full of batteries over there. Yeah, 13 3-cell, and I've even got some other batteries to try. Probably on my fast version when I get the different setup on a different one. I've got a 1000 milliamp 4-cell there, and I've got a couple of others as well. I've got a couple of these 1300 milliamp 4 cells. So yeah, hopefully getting nice and light. Still have loads of power. I'm not going to weigh it down with a massive battery. But anyway, so I suppose I should get taking apart this little thing and trying to get some of these parts in there. So I'll let you know how it goes. See ya. Right, okay, here we are so far. It's all stripped out, and I've already gone ahead and fitted the motor and the metal gears. One problem I noticed, well, big problem I noticed really, was in the, I bought an adjustable motor mount, right, and it said in the listing that this was for the A959, and there was another one that said A959B, so I assumed that this one would be an adjustable motor mount for, well, for the original sort of size motor, which is like what I've got here, which is a 28mm in-runner, but it's not. That's for the 36mm, so it is for the B. So that one is for the B. So looks like any adjustable mount you get is for the B, not for the A, as you could call it, which is a bit annoying. And also the bolt holes for the original motor, I think must be an M2.5 or something, and the ones that are in a 28mm in-runner M3. So I had to just drill the holes out in the mount to accept M3 screws for the thing, and I drilled them out just a little bit larger as well, and then that gave me a bit of adjustment, so that was alright, no biggie. I also thought, while I had the shaft out, because the diffs were open, I might as well just pull the diffs out, take a look at them, and one of them was really sticky, it was a bit notchy, so I thought maybe, where have I put them? Here we go. I bought 2 packs of these a while ago as well, and it's just the diff cups, metal ones instead of the plastic ones, and I thought I'd fit those in there, see if that made any difference. I happen to have them anyway, even though it's just a plastic diff, so I've stuck them in there, and it didn't make any difference with the notchiness, the notchiness I should say. And so I basically thought, I know, I'll fill it with something or other. Oh, actually the tube happens to have fallen on the floor. Hold on one second. Let me try and pick it up off the floor. I was just looking on the desk there, I was thinking, where's it gone? It's on the floor. I happen to have this. It's just Carlube silicone multi-purpose grease. Not sure it's what you're supposed to use or anything. It's probably not. But it's not like grease. If I can get the lid off here. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a bit, it's slightly runny, a bit gloopy, sort of, more liquid really than grease, but thicker than any sort of diff oil or any sort of shock oil. So get the lid on one handed, this will be good. Get grease all over my hands. No, there we go. Hang on. So the one that was notchy, I took the gear off. Had a look inside. There was nothing wrong with it at all that I could see. So yeah, I just squirted a load of that in there, sort of, and then put the metal cups in, and within 4 winds back and forth, just and it was running a lot smoother. So that was alright. So the other one I didn't bother taking out. Where I took the plastic cups out, I just squirted some through the hole, and then put the metal cups in, just to go alright, and then hopefully that will make it be a bit smoother. So that's where I am at the moment. The servo I've chosen, I was looking through my boxes of servos. I've got literally hundreds of servos, if you've seen my other videos of the competition. I happen to have these, I've got a few of these, and they happen to fit perfectly in the servo holder, which is pretty good, just literally perfect. and it just slides into the servo holder, doesn't it? So I thought for a bit of added security I'd just drill through there, put a screw in either side just to stiffen it up a bit where it's held, make it a bit better. And if you look at the angle there, even if the screws that hold the holder in place are long enough, which I don't think they are, where I've put the screw in, it shouldn't interfere with the other hole, so it's just the other side of the hole. So yeah, so hopefully that'll work. They're not, you know, a brilliant servo, they're really cheap. I happen to have a few of them anyway, so I've whacked that in there. Not sure what torque the original servo produced. I've got it on my screen over here, so if I get a bit closer, there we go. So it's, yeah, they're from Hobby King. It's the HK15148. It's just the analog servo. This has got 2 kilos of torque, that'll be at 6 volts, and it's 15 grams, so if anything, I mean the original one I think is listed as 16 grams, so it's a gram lighter. It's got 2 kilos of torque. It says it's like a carbon composite gears, so it's not plastic gears, it's carbon composite. Don't know how good that is, but I use the 10 gram versions of these, and they seem alright for the price. They don't always centre that brilliantly. Well, they centre brilliantly when you're using them, but when you turn it off and then turn it back on again, they might move out of place. So I'm not sure if these are going to be the same, but see how it goes. And as you can see from Hobby King, they are only £2.27 on this page. I don't know if that's because of my customer and they're a bit cheaper, but at the moment on my page they're listed as £2.27. Now they do also do other screen. There's also another one that they do, which is the same, but it's metal geared and it says it's digital. So it's the HK15148B. It's a digital servo, metal gears. It's 19 grams, so it's a bit heavier. What do you think that would be with metal gears? It says 2.8 kilos of torque, and it's a metal gear servo, so a bit better. And for the price, it's only £3.83. And they are actually in the UK warehouse at the moment, if you're from the UK. If not, get it from the global. The other one, the one I'm using, if I can find it, there we go. At the moment it's only in the global warehouse. They haven't got them in the UK, unfortunately, but postage for a servo from global shouldn't be too expensive. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. So don't know what they're going to be like. I thought as I had them, I'll just whack it in there, and as you can see here, I've got a few spares. Just happen to have a few spares anyway. So if I knacker one, I can just put another one in, or just get a better servo. If I do my really fast version of the A959, I probably will put a much better quality servo than this in there. But we'll see how it goes. If it works really well, then I'll use that as well. Maybe get a Metal Gear one. See how they do. So that was just a quick update on this. I'll just say also, everyone probably knows this anyway, to get a bigger battery in, the strap located on a bit of plastic that was along there for the original size battery, but you can't get a bigger battery in, so that's all been trimmed out. And where I fit the ESC, I might have to fit it this way round, unfortunately, so the wires will be at the side, because it's a bit longer that way than it is this way. But if it goes there, then hopefully without any problems I can fit. Oh, let's put that in that way. Oh, sorry. weren't looking at the screen. Couldn't see what I'm doing. Here we go. Right, so if I've got that in that way, if it starts to stand up, silly thing, it goes that way, then I can easily get a 1300 milliamp 25C 3 cell in there, which is pretty good. When it's in the other way, it's too long, it doesn't fit that way. Might have to go that way, and then at least I can get a 1300 in there. I don't know how the 1300 compares to, I mean that's a 3 cell, but I mean if I was using a 1300 2 cell like that, don't know how those batteries would compare to the Will Toys, was it 1500 milliamp 2 cell, but at least I can get other size batteries in there and 3 cells. Anyway, so that's the update for now. Right, I'll keep you posted. Cheerio, bye bye. Hiya. Right, so it's all done now. Well, pretty much. And managed to get everything in. The battery managed to fit in pretty good, no problem. I just trimmed the bit where the aerial sits on, the bit that sticks up. I haven't trimmed the bit that sticks out this way, just the bit that sticks up. And I'm getting this in frame, and just basically just stuck the receiver on with some double-sided tape there. Hopefully it's not going to be a problem being near the motor. But yeah, 1300 milliamp, it's only 25C, but yeah, it actually fits in there underneath, no problem. ESC's in there, double-sided tape stuck in there, and yeah, servo's in. Does actually stick. Let me just get it centered. There we go. The servo does actually stick a lot further out to the side than the original, this one, but it's, yeah, so the servo horn is very close to the edge. So what I did was mounted the ball joint bit on the back of the servo horn, and so it's more in line with how it should be. So that's worked out all right. Yeah, I couldn't use the servo saver because it's got a different spline, so I just used an ordinary horn. Hopefully it'll be okay. Never mind. But yeah, let's switch it on. Be helpful. There we go. So yeah, I've got the Velcro strap there, all done. I basically just, where are we? I just cut another hole a bit further on. See where it is, in line with where the batteries go, and then just put the strap underneath. That seems to be alright. Just got to sit on the spare wheels there. Got to put the original wheels back on. And yeah, let's trying to do this left-handed. Yeah, hopefully that's alright. Let's put a bit of try and put a bit of weight on there with my finger. Yeah, seems alright. Anyway. Woo! This is going to be fun. I'll just show you a little mod here that I've done. Basically, the original. Get that focus. There we go. The original steering arm there. It's not adjustable. It's just clipped on with those funny ball things, and basically there's a lot of play in it. And I decided to and also the way that the wheels kick out quite a bit, don't they? So they stick out quite a bit, and it's, I don't know, I think it makes the handling really oversteery, and I wanted to get a bit more adjustment in the wheels. So I decided to make these instead of getting the alloy ones, because I thought all alloy and you need thread lock and everything's going to be a pain, so I thought I'd make these. It's just normal ball end links I got off eBay, and these ones come with a load of screws and some nuts and everything. It's yeah, you get loads of things in there. I bought 2 packs, so you can get 10 in a pack. So I've got the computer here. Yeah, I got on eBay. So you got 10 2.5 RC ball links set, and buy one. What was it? £5.97. Buy 2. Yeah, £5.85. So not too bad. And yeah, it comes with all the screws and nuts. And it's they got the little. They're not just rounded. I'll just show you this. They've got the little bits on the end, so that's yeah, should work a lot better, stand off a bit more. So what I did, let me just have a look, have a bit of space here. What I got is the screws that come with it. What I did was cut the head off some, so you basically just got a small threaded rod, and then you join 2 of them together with a threaded rod, and then as you wind one in, you'll think, oh, now how am I going to wind the other end? But once one end starts to stick, it then screws into the other end, and as you keep screwing, that end will stick, and then that one end will screw in, and so once you've just kept winding it in, it should sort of average out. Yeah, pretty good, pretty strong, and obviously adjustable. And then what you can do, so that's what you also need to do, I forgot, these ones, you might be able to get some shorter ones, I'm not sure, don't know, you don't want to get smaller ones, because the holes in the middle of the balls will be smaller, and you won't be able to get the right size screws through. But there, what you want to do is, you see there, I've cut the hex part in about half. See, half there, just to shorten it, because 2 of these put together, it's way too long. It's probably way too long. It would have the wheels, sort of towing in way too much. So so yeah, I've just shortened those a bit, and you see how far you cut off of one of them, and that screws in. That's lovely. And then the screws that come with it as well, you can also use to fit the thing. So there we go. So they do screw in, but they will stick out a bit too far, I think. Especially on this one, it will stick down a little bit too far. So you want to cut about 4 or 5 millimeters off those screws, unless you've got some the right size. Cut about 4 or 5 millimeters off those screws, and then they'll screw through, and they'd be sort of just proud of the bottom of where it's screwing into. So yeah, so that's pretty good, and it's actually a good result, because if I show you here, this is the original wheel all done up, and it's actually double nutted. This side has got the original plastic link, so okay, so it's got the original plastic link, and this has got my modified one on this side. So if I show you here, that's the amount of play in the original one, which is quite a bit, and it isn't a drastic thing, but I'd say I'd say that was better by about half. I'd say it was about 50% better than what it was. So that's pretty good. And yeah, I'm going to try a few other things, see if I can get more of the play out of it, but I think a lot of the play is down to the hubs down there. Anyway, so that's where I am so far. It's pretty much done. I think the weather's going to be rubbish, so I won't be able to get a run on it for the next few days. But yeah, all brushless up. Have to give this a run, see how it goes, and yeah, maybe have to get some metal shocks as well. So these plastic ones, they're a bit sticky, and well, I did fill these up with oil. It's quite drastic, 1100. It's probably quite thick, but even then it was a bit bouncy. But I think a lot of the oils, it's probably too thick really, and it's probably knackered the seals, and most of it's probably leaked out. But anyway, so I'll get some alloy ones and hopefully it'll handle a lot better. Right, cheerio then, bye bye.